My name is Patrick Sheehan, and I am a former IRS attorney. What do you do when you receive notice that your tax return is being audited? When you're audited, the IRS sends a letter to you and says, we intend to examine one or more of your tax returns. The IRS typically chooses 1 year first, and if that audit goes well, they may choose to not expand the audit into other years. If that 1 year goes badly, then they think, there's probably more here, and they'll expand the audit to typically 3 years. How do you handle an audit notice? What do you do? Worst thing you can do is to immediately engage the IRS, open up your books and records. You really need to control the flow of information to the IRS, because if you don't, their initial inquiry on this little area may expand inadvertently to a bigger problem. You may unintentionally make your own situation worse. The IRS audits you in one of two fashions. They can do a mail audit where you send information back and forth, or they can come to your place of business or to your home, or ask you to go to their office and audit you there. Again, control is very, very important here. For example, when we do a business audit, I never let the auditor audit at the business, because the IRS will get way too much information. The information, the paperwork is readily available. The employees, they can talk to the employees. You want to control the amount of information that goes to the IRS. Why are tax returns selected for audit? Sometimes it's like winning the lottery. The IRS audits about 1% of the tax returns each year. The more money you make, the greater chance you'll be audited. So sometimes the IRS just picks a tax return and audits it. Audits kind of keep us all honest. The IRS wants you to file honest and accurate tax returns. More frequently, the IRS will choose a tax return that's suspect. There's something wrong with it. For example, if you claim a huge refund or if you have unusual expenses, they'll choose a tax return that way. Now, earlier I mentioned that the IRS frequently chooses 3 years worth of tax returns to audit. They can choose more than 3 years if they find real problems with it. For example, if you underreported your income by more than 25%, the IRS can go back 6 years. If the IRS finds that you intentionally deceived them, you committed fraud, the IRS can go back as long as they want and audit you for years greater than 6 years ago. If you file a tax return that's not honest and accurate, and if you intentionally file the tax return in that fashion, you can go to jail. That's a felony punishable by imprisonment greater than a year. You can actually go to jail for just not filing a tax return. If you look in the newspaper, right around April 1, the IRS indicts a doctor, a lawyer, a tradesperson every year. And that's designed to do two things. Number one, to scare the heck out of everybody to file honest and accurate tax returns. And number two, to punish the person that the government thinks should be punished. If you filed a tax return that you know is not truthful, can you undo it? The answer is absolutely yes. You can file an honest and accurate tax return, make a bona fide effort to repay, and the chance of you being criminally prosecuted is reduced. It doesn't go to zero, but it does get reduced. Give me a call, we can help you. Call us at 877-4-IRS-LAW. You'll actually talk to a real lawyer who will answer your questions immediately. Call 877-4-IRS-LAW. Or visit our website at 877-4IRSLaw.com. Call us before the IRS calls you.